What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Again, of course, I'm talking about real estate investing and how you can level up and become successful. I'm just giving you my life experience for all the 25 years that I've experienced in real estate and everything a little bit around it that helped me to become successful. So I'm gonna give you 7 tips today on what it takes to become broke to millionaire. And these tips do work as long as you apply them. And this is what I did. So I'm going to just do a quick rundown of the things that you should be doing if you want to change your situation, because it can be done. It's up to you. All right. So there's no particular order. So number one, first and foremost, you need to learn as much information as possible. You'll never be at a point to where you know everything, right? We all may think that. I've been doing this for 25 years. I've ran up against so many scenarios, so many situations, roadblocks, obstacles, but I promise you one thing, I'm still learning. I do not know everything. I do know a lot, but I still have way more to learn. So when you understand that this is a continuous learning process, you'll become even that much more successful. So learning as much as possible is really important. Number 2, stop comparing yourself to others. Okay, sometimes when we go through life, we compare ourselves to the Joneses, but sometimes we don't know what their situation is. It's not really as good as what it looks like, right? Some people put on a facade, they put on a mask on what they really are, what they pretend to be, opposed to what they really are. So you can't really compare yourself to other people. And as long as you're focused on you, you won't be worried about what other people are doing. And I have a good habit of doing that. I'm not worried about what other people are doing. I don't compare myself to the Joneses, and I'm just not worried about them because I'm so focused and I'm in a zone that I'm focused on me and my family. And that's really the truth. So when you understand that and when you can get in that zone, you won't be comparing yourself to other people, because it could really knock yourself down when you start getting in that mode of where, well, why do they have that and I don't? How did they get there but I can't? I'm smarter than them. And so you don't want to get in that headspace, because it could really bring you down. Number 3, stop being around people that are going to drag you down or waste your energy. You know, we've been around people that can really drain us out. I've been there many times before, and I guarantee you, they will stop you from your success. Okay, so you got to remove yourself from that situation and not be around that type of environment. Just remove yourself. It's easy to do, or at least it's easy to say, depending on the relationship that you have with that individual. But I promise you, in the long run, it's going to be worth it, because when you get in that mindset to where you're hanging around people and they're not doing anything, you'll be doing the same thing. Or they're talking negative, then you'll become negative too. And it's going to stop you from moving ahead and becoming successful. I'm going to promise you that. So stay away from people that's going to drain your energy. What's another thing? Number 4. All right. Don't take your time for granted. You know, they did a study on here and on social media. Most people the average person spends 3 to 4 hours a day on social media, scrolling, being entertained, or buying stuff, but we're not really learning anything. Think about it. How about if we put the phone down a little bit, and I'm guilty too, and just say, you know what, let me take a book like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, or Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and read 10 pages out of a book each day. Do you know how much smarter that you could be, that we can be? What if we just took 10 minutes a day to listen to a podcast on investing or finance? Do you know how much further ahead that you would be? So much further ahead. So when you could swap that dead energy or waste of time things that we do, like social media and scrolling around, we could really be doing something more advantageous, like reading books, listening to podcasts, being around more positive people, going to events that's going to level you up and give you information and knowledge, and then you implement it. Big difference that you can do in your life. Number 5, quit playing it safe. You know, a lot of people, and I was this too at the very beginning because I just didn't know any better. I was being safe because I was taking my money and I was saving it. I would just put it in a little bank account, or I'd keep it in a little can at my house and save it, thinking that I was doing something. You're not doing anything at all. you're not doing anything at all. What you have to do is you have to take risk. Yeah, I know that sounds scary, but you got to take risks. In order to get big rewards, you're going to have to take big risks. Every successful person, every person that's become a millionaire, billionaire, or trillionaire, I promise you this, they did it by taking risk. And that's what you're going to have to do if you want to become successful and get to that millionaire or plus status. Very, very important. You know, if you want to put it in a little 401k or a little IRA, you're going to get small returns. That's almost like watching paint dry. It'll take you forever to become a millionaire, or you might not even get there. How about taking the time out to learn something like real estate investing or crypto or something to where your money is working for you? That's what's important. Number 6, change your language. You got to go from saying, well, I might do this, to yes, I can do this. The tongue is powerful. That's biblical, by the way. That is biblical. It's nothing that I just made up. The tongue is very powerful. And when you can change the way you speak and the way you think, your outcome will become just as it was as you spoke and thought. And that's the truth. The tongue is very powerful. So let's change the way we talk and the way we speak to get to that next level. And last but not least, number 7, we got to quit taking advice from the wrong people. Sometimes we're getting advice from people that are not even getting or not at where we want to be at. This is what I've learned. I wanted to take advice from people that were at the level that I wanted to be. It's not that you're better than anybody. That's not what I'm getting at. But when you can have somebody to learn from and listen to somebody that's doing what you want to do, that's going to help your trajectory to get to where you need to get to. Like, for example, I don't want to listen to somebody that's done real estate and they failed and now they're saying real estate doesn't work, right? I want to listen to the person that has apartment complexes, he got single family houses, he's got a podcast, he's actually in the game and he's doing all the right steps. That's why he has the right outcome. And that's what you need to do. You need to listen to the right people and get the right advice from the right people instead of from the wrong. Guys, I hope this information was valuable. I just gave you the steps on what you need to become successful and become a millionaire. Take heed of this information, take action, and you can do the same thing. See you in the next video.